it's wild to see how many people whose houses got washed away. What they really needed to do was help other people.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You've got a place to sleep. You've got food. Nobody's got a shower. So you're in the same, you're akin to everybody else more or less, and you've got good work to contribute to. And you're going to be there every day while you're processing the emotional trauma. And by the way, you're now surrounded by people where you're now effectively adopted. We're going to rebuild your house. We're going to make that happen. You got it. You're part of something that is bigger than you, but is human. Like it's relational. It's not institutional. You're part of a body of care, and we will take care of you. And you're going to take care of us. Like we're going to take care of each other. And so that break, as soon as you separate it into that part of the world, the capacity to take care is wildly, amazingly huge. Like we could take care of a lot rapidly. And I had the experience of remembering the experience of being in a startup. Like post-crisis reset feels a lot like being in a startup, right? Because you don't know, a startup is all about the fact that you're doing something which is by definition novel. So you can't use existing processes and protocols and techniques. You have to innovate, which means you're starting from scratch, more or less. It's a microcosm. But that sensibility of how much innovation can occur when you're in that context, like how rapidly people can do is stuff that normally would take weeks or months to fix, got fixed in hours.
Yeah.
And just done. Helicopters were flying in, airplanes. I mean, it's just the amount of capacity is off the charts. In fact, this comes to my mind. I think we've talked about this in the past, like the cross product of bullshit jobs with radically dysfunctional institutions means that we are currently yielding something like less than 1%, probably 0.5% or less of the potential of the humans in the world. Maybe a slightly higher fraction in the US, maybe we're about 1% in the US. What that means is that as soon as you move into a place where people are no longer bound by bullshit jobs and dysfunctional institutions, even though navigating complexity on the edge of chaos is heavy, you see how much of that potential could be deployed. And so you get up to like 80% of potential. Now it's 80% multiplied by a very small lever to begin with, but because it's much higher base, as you get more instrumentalities in place, it starts to be able to become extremely load bearing. So what that means is at the end of the day, I am not worried. Big picture, I'm not worried.
Yeah. It's fun. Tell me if this is correct, but as you were talking, I saw the chaos and then the meeting of the chaos with the church, and like how it sounds like the chaos over here was potentially breaking up into dystopia, like guns blazing out.
Yeah.
And then the church comes and meets it, the chaos. And it sounds like what it met, another way of saying that is like like it met it with agape.
That's a very good way of saying it. Absolutely.